Hello, everyone, and happy Christmas Eve. For those of you that celebrated solstice, I hope you had a wonderful time. Those doing Hanukkah, Yule, hope you're continuing to have a wonderful, wonderful time. And yes, Merry Christmas to those celebrating Christmas. Merry Christmas Eve. So I thought it would be a really nice one to do today is Holy Fire. It's a form of Reiki. If you don't know anything about Reiki, I did do a video on Reiki in general. That was on March the 5th. It's called Introduction to Reiki. So go ahead, check that one out. I also did a video with Holy Fire Reiki, a meditation video for you guys. It's all about the overwhelm, the anxiety, the stress of Christmas, or if there's any negative feelings that come up around Christmas time, or any of the holiday season kind of thing, maybe even just a depression of it being so cold and dark. Please go ahead and take a look at that video, link up the top here or in the description. Imagine tapping into a powerful energy source that can heal your body, mind, and spirit. Welcome to the world of Holy Fire Reiki. What if I told you that just a few minutes of Holy Fire Reiki could be just the missing piece in your wellness journey and change your life? Let's explore this incredible practice together. So welcome, welcome. Today we are doing Holy Fire Reiki in honor of it being Christmas Eve. We are going to just do a little brief introduction into what Holy Fire is in relation to other forms of Reiki, but it's mainly going to be about my experiences with it as well, my personal insights. I did also get my Usui Reiki, which is one that most people know prior to the Holy Fire. So I'm going to be comparing the two as well. So enjoy. Okay, so again, go ahead, look at the other video on what Reiki is. But Reiki, just so that you know, if you don't know anything at all, is a form of energy healing. It's a healing through your hands, through being a channel. It's not using your own energy. It's using God or the ether, the universe, central sun, or whatever it is that you believe it to be. And that energy comes down through the person performing the Reiki to heal people, animals, plants, the world, whatever it is. So it's a really beautiful energy that can't be misused either. If someone doesn't want to receive the energy, it just doesn't work. If you can't overdo it either, the energy will just stop if it's not needed in that time. So it's a very, very gentle, very, very beautiful one. In fact, I actually believe that most, if not everybody, should learn Reiki, even if it's just level 1 of some form of Reiki, just so that they can have that healing for themselves and help themselves when they get a headache or when they get the flu, or just help their child or their parents or their friends or whatever in a time of need. It is a beautiful modality. So go ahead and take a little look, find a teacher that you resonate with, and go and learn some Reiki. Okay, so this form of Reiki, Holy Fire, was actually, I'm going to say, rediscovered, because it's always been energy. All of the Reiki has always been an energy that we have had access to. It's just we have lost them over time. So it was rediscovered by a man called William Rand, and he brought it back into our world again, or into our consciousness again. So the Holy Fire one, in relation to the Usui one, which most people think of when they think of Reiki, and was actually the one that I learned about 7 years prior to learning the Holy Fire. The Usui Reiki was discovered or rediscovered again by a Japanese man called Usui, and he brought that into our consciousness as well. The Usui is more masculine kind of energy, and the Holy Fire is more a feminine energy. So I kind of like how I have both of those now. I have the two dualities of it. So yeah, so these two are just two in a long list of other types of Reiki as well. So Usui is that laying on of hands, that healing through touch or hovering above somebody, or if you get to a certain level, you can send remotely. So if someone's in another country or another state, or the next block over from you, you can send Reiki without being physically there with them. So that's a really, really lovely way to be able to help people, especially if you're not able to be with them in person. The thing that I really love about Holy Fire is that you have this as well, but you can also bring people into like a meditation with this healing. And they're called experiences, and you literally take people on a journey while you're sending them the Reiki and the healing. And some people, they just fall asleep or they just relax into it and just enjoy the energy. Other people go off on adventures, talk to their guides, really learn some stuff and heal from some stuff. So it's a really, really wonderful experience to have. If you go and find someone that does Holy Fire, then you can experience that for yourself. Very, very powerful. It actually is a lot more gentle than the Usui, but it's a lot stronger at the same time. It's very, very powerful. I mean, it's in the name, right? Holy Fire. It's a very powerful transformational energy coming in there. So some benefits of having Holy Fire or any kind of Reiki really is it reduces stress and anxiety. It heals on multiple levels, the physical, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, all of those things. It also helps with intuition and connection with the divine or some kind of other spiritual connection that you want to tap into. Of course, it's healing preventative kind of thing as well. It's a way of boosting your immune system or making you feel good before anything was to come in and make you feel sick or whatever. It calms that nervous system for you as well. That's just a couple of things. There are obviously multiple things that you can use Reiki for, but those are the usual kind of things that people will come to. They just want to feel relaxed and healed and feel better. So my personal experience, without going too deep, because obviously time-wise, but my first thoughts of Reiki was many, many years ago, and I thought that it was just hovering above people and not actually touching them and doing anything. And in those days, I was doing things which I still do now, massage and crystal healing and stuff, where I was actually touching people, right? And I was actually doing something, and I felt that if I'm just standing there saying, "Yeah, I'm sending you Reiki," then the client was not going to feel any benefit. They weren't going to think that I was actually doing anything, weren't going to want to pay me or even just come to me because they don't know that I'm actually doing something. So I rejected it a little bit for that reason. I was with a boyfriend at the time many years later who had the opposite thing. He thought it was about touching and he didn't want to touch people. Not the but he just he didn't want to do that contact stuff so much. So he was rejecting doing Reiki for that reason too. But together we both looked into it and we realized that it's actually both. And as I said just a few minutes ago, you can also send it remotely as well, which is incredible and too much to go into now. But truly does work because I have tried it on multiple people and absolutely it works. So anyway, long story short, we ended up sending the boyfriend to go and get trained in Usui Reiki. And then the idea was is he would learn all the levels up to the master level, and then he would teach me. And so in Reiki, we have a thing called attunement, where it literally just opens you up to receiving and becoming that channel for the energy. So it's not so much gifting you with it. It's like opening up a doorway that you already have that has just been switched off and forgotten about. So it's something that you naturally are able to do. So in just energy healing in general. Some people, they don't have Reiki as such. They have just another form of energy healing, and it's a natural sort of bridge that they have that they're able to tap into. So Reiki is literally there so that people can be taught how to access and re-access this energy again and become that conduit. So then the boyfriend at the time, he taught me. Now, of course, we didn't stay together, and so there was a lot of stuff going on with that relationship. So though I loved doing Reiki, whenever anybody asked me about what we called our lineage, which is your master who trained you and theirs and all the way back, right? I just felt a bit icky and like didn't really want to talk about it. And anytime that I thought about my attunement to Reiki, it was just something that I was like not really enjoying thinking about and reliving. So anyway, I joined this Reiki group, Dragonfly Reiki, if you want to join them. Wonderful, wonderful people. So they run by this beautiful soul called Amanda, and we've got really, really close over the years. And we were chatting, and I was telling her my story, and she said, "Have you ever heard of Holy Fire?" And I was like, "Oh, sort of, I guess. I didn't really look into it." And she was telling me about this difference with the energies of the two, the Usui and the Holy Fire. And she said that the Usui is the masculine energy, and the Holy Fire is the feminine energy. And because I had been attuned in Usui by a man whose teacher was a man, going back like that, she said that's a long line of masculine energy, which is nothing wrong with it, right? But she said, I feel like you need to experience the feminine form of it, the Holy Fire. And she said, no, I can teach you. And so, of course, she's a woman and you get the feminine aspect from her. And she was taught by a woman, right? So she's like, you're going to get this feminine energy. And she's like, and we can do it in a classroom aspect as well. Whereas, of course, with the Usui, it was just me and the boyfriend. So she was like, we're going to be in a class full of women. So you're going to get that feel of that as well. And it's going to be a very, very different experience for you. And so I ended up taking her class this year, actually, trained up from level 1 all the way to the master in the Holy Fire. Such a different experience, such a different energy. I really, really love that. And I use the Holy Fire now over the Usui. Now, that's not to say that I shut myself off from the Usui, and I still use the symbols of the Usui because they are used in the Holy Fire. But it feels more me. It feels more comfortable to me. It feels more my kind of energy. It's even though it's rediscovered newer than the other one, it feels more ancient to me. It feels more more powerful and more sacred to me than the Reiki that I was using before. And lots of people, they do say that the Holy Fire is a lot more powerful. It's a lot more it kind of comes into your way of being and your soul and stuff a lot easier. Also, it's a really good one if you have religious trauma and stuff like that. Going in and becoming attuned, it's not called attunement, but just because that's a basic thing that most people understand. When you go and get that with the Holy Fire, it actually cleanses you of a lot of that religious trauma and turmoil and stuff that you have going on. So, and that can be any kind of religious trauma as well. So that's a beautiful thing there. So when you're actually learning this form of Reiki, it's actually going in and healing different aspects of you, including the religious traumas. And that's just amazing, right? Like you're literally healing the vessel that the energy will use as the conduit to help others. And I think that is beautiful. There's also a thing in Holy Fire called spirit releases as well, which is a lovely one. Just mindful of time. That is where an entity, for want of a better word, has attached to somebody. And yes, of course, sometimes this can be not so nice entity, a negative form that's trying to hurt you in some way. But a lot of times it's like maybe an ancestor or a loved one or someone that's crossed over, and they think that they're trying to help you, or somebody else that's thinking that they're helping you, but they're actually not. And so the spirit release is this very gentle, quite passive way of releasing that entity again. So it's a way of the person that's attuned with the Holy Fire to call in the energy and to ask for that spirit just to forgive and to release and to let go and to move on. And then you do this whole healing process afterwards where you block off wherever they might have attached to you. So it's a really, really interesting one there. And so that's another thing. And so I just love all these little bits and pieces, little experiences that you can add on to your healing session. So it's not literally just you standing there putting your hands on or over the top of somebody, or distant Reiki somebody. There's actually guiding people to experience it in a different way, or actually experience their own healing on that journey. So that's something that I really, really enjoy there. Okay, so why did I choose this one for Christmas Eve? Well, it's not super religious-y one, but if you were to say that it was a religious type of Reiki, then it's very much connected to Jesus and to that kind of stuff. And actually, when I do it, I call in like the goddess as well as gods. And yeah, I call in everything, right? And I call in like Mary Magdalene and Jesus and stuff. And now I'm not Christian myself, but this energy taps into those energies. That's probably a video for another time. But so all that to say is I thought, so that was kind of a good one to do for Christmas Eve, is to talk about the Holy Fire Reiki. But again, you don't need to believe in anything in particular to do Holy Fire at all. It's just an aspect of it that was realized when it was rediscovered. As I said before, there is a video that I've done with the Holy Fire Reiki for any and all Christmas stresses and anxieties, from just your basic to, something a bit more surrounding December and the holiday season. So please do go check out that one in the description and up above. Hopefully I can do that again, or if not, it's nearer the beginning of this video. And I'll also put it at the end of this video as well for you guys. Next week. Okay, so next week we are going to be doing for New Year's Eve. Excellent. We are going to be doing your unique blueprint, the magic of merging astrology and human design. So I've really got into this now. Like this year, I have really enjoyed merging these two modalities together, because I find that people just have this huge aha moment, and even things that they maybe thought were negative aspects of themselves, they suddenly realize that it's their strength, or it gives them permission to actually be that way, and it's so empowering. So I think for 2026 I'm going to be really like pushing that for people to actually understand just your basics even of your human design and your astrology. There's so much wisdom just in the first introductory sessions or whatever, or the first little look at it. So just imagine if you go deep into it, right? So I'm definitely incorporating these things 100% into my coaching business, and I really, really hope that you too watch the video next week and really get interested in it and look up your own stuff. And if you don't know, ask me and I will tell you what you are. As always, please do like, subscribe, hit the notification, and share this with anybody that you feel could benefit from learning about Holy Fire, Reiki, or just, wants to learn a little bit about something that I do, I would love if you could share this channel or this video with people that might enjoy it. So thank you for watching today. I've really enjoyed my time with you guys. Thank you for listening to my insights and my personal journey of the Holy Fire. Merry Christmas to those that are celebrating, and Happy Hanukkah, and Merry Yule, and blessed solstice, summer and winter. Sorry, those who are Australian, it is your summer solstice. Happy summer solstice. Northern Hemisphere, happy winter solstice. And yeah. All right, everybody. Until next week and New Year's Eve. Have a wonderful rest of your December. Bye-bye. From the Wisdom Well, keep shining, continue learning, and stay curious. Until next Wednesday.